Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy Rudy again, back at it again with another video. So, what is big issue with the New York Giants football team? And I say it starts with the owner. Of course, everybody already knows that the owner got booed yesterday during the Eli Manning ceremony, which is sad to say, but that's how Giant fans feel. At the same time, David Gettleman, 3 seasons ago, talking about building this offensive line, hog mollies, all that good jazz. Joe Judge to me is too conservative. Jason Garrett opening up the playbook a little bit, but still conservative. Giants are trying to get Saquon back. He's trying to get his legs underneath him. Still pretty tough because he is made. You can see his cuts and all that, and he's slowly getting back. But sometimes it's like he jukes more than is good for right now. I guess him, his legs trying to get underneath him and trying to get back into what he's doing best and playmaking, hitting the home run, running for a 70-yard touchdown. But David Gettleman, man, he is a liar. One of those guys, I understood the OBJ trade. Uh, Never fully really liked it because he was the best wide receiver that we had on the team. And, but he was just too much drama. And, of course, he traded him. Uh, we've been lied to about this offensive line being rebuilt, and during these last 3 seasons hasn't done anything. Of course, the only thing that's decent, Will Hernandez at times looks good, um, but what is it? Andrew Thomas, the left guard or the left tackle? I mean, still hasn't proven himself. It's not looking good either. And of course, Nate Solder, his original position, right tackle, just getting manhandled, man, every game. Trash. We spend money on him, like, what was it, 4 years, 72 mil, 3 seasons ago. Galladay is okay, but he ain't no speedy receiver. I don't think he's a decent route runner, but he can't seem to really get open, man. He gets strapped a lot in games. If you look at tape, he gets strapped a lot. What I mean by strapped, that means he doesn't get open. He gets covered pretty good. Um, he made some good plays yesterday, of course, pretty decent. 64 yards. Still haven't seen the big play by him yet. Still haven't seen him down the field, 50-50 ball, going for a deep one, catching anything. He's not fast. Um, Darius Slayton, the only thing he could do right is just post route. And even then, he's dropping balls. And again, he's hurt. He's always been a guy that's been banged up, never fully stays. Yes, Sterling Shepard every year he gets hurt. Thank God it's never nothing really major, and he's always out for a few games. But he's the horse of the offense, man. That young man plays tough. Sterling Shepard's the only good thing I like. Daniel Jones, he's coming into himself a little bit. He looks a lot better this year with 0 turnovers, meaning interceptions. For me, the big thing is interceptions. He's had 2 fumbles, one recovered yesterday, and one on the first game against the Denver Broncos. And he's only had 1 turnover this year. And that's 2 turnovers in the last, 10 games? Counting last year. So Daniel Jones is a decent quarterback. Just needs a better offensive line. The Giants play like the 1990s offense of the Cowboys, of how they won their Super Bowls. And it's just plain like cornflakes, man. Like no flavor. Just it's a little bit opening up the playbook, but man, dude, David Gettleman, man, has not done anything to help that offensive line. They didn't address the issue during the offseason. It's just tough. 0-3. You could take teams like the Rams. Took them a couple of years. They turned it around with Sean McVay. Of course, for them, Jared Goff didn't work out. But real quickly, they got Matthew Stafford. Now they're sitting at 3-0. But 4 of the last 5 seasons, if I'm right, they've made the playoffs except for that 1-7-9 season. When they dealt with injuries, especially with Todd Gurley, and even though he's not there no more, but Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There was a few years. They dealt with Jameis Winston. They let him go, and they pick up Tom Brady at the age of 40, and they're still getting it in. They're right back in the playoffs, winning a Super Bowl. Now the Browns, they had some bad ownership and some bad GMs throughout 2 decades. They got Baker Mayfield, got pieces around him, helped that offensive line on the defensive end, and they're playoff bound. I just don't get it. It shouldn't take already on our 3rd year the same results. 0-3, 1-2. We're 0-3, man. We suck. To me, it starts with the owner, but the GM, David Gettleman, he's got to go. He's got to go. The problem with the Giants ownership is that they're too loyal. They just give it a chance. Ever since they let Tom Coughlin go, who's been able to replace him? Nobody. What have they done to figure out what can they do on offense? They've done nothing. David Gettleman got all these first-round draft picks for next year and all that. Look, dude, I don't see another game where the Giants can win. They don't even have the Giants over 40% on some of these games all the way to week 14, what I saw today, that they had more than a 40% chance of winning it. You couldn't beat the Denver Broncos. They're not a great team on offense. They're decent on defense. Washington Redskins, they're a better stout defense, but they're not good on offense. Atlanta Falcons are just terrible in every way. With an aging quarterback who runs like a sloth. And we couldn't beat any of those teams. If we can't even beat any of those teams, I don't know where we can see another win. My heart goes out to Blake Martinez, man. I knew that's what it was. I didn't want to say nothing yesterday, so I waited till the video came out. But I already knew it was a torn ACL, man. I know what it's like. I've had a torn ACL. When you don't make any contact, and your leg and your knee fall down the wrong way, and you hear that crackling pop, as a player, you know. As a person who's been through it, just seeing the replay yesterday, I knew it was a torn ACL. My heart goes out to him. Speedy recovery. Let him get better, man. But David Gettleman's got to go. I always been saying this, and I've been saying it for years. Somebody like Louis Riddick, I don't understand why the Giants wouldn't want to get him. Louis Riddick, to me, I thought maybe would have been a better chance of him being a better GM. He was there during the times of the Eagles and their playoff runs and all that good jazz, but I'm just saying, man, David Gettleman's got to go. And I know what's going to happen with that because Joe Judge, he's hit bad play calling, bad timing when it comes to timeouts, on how he manages the clock. It's horrible. He explains himself why. Bad communication, wanted to make sure that headsets were working, calling timeouts. What is it with you in these challenges, bro? You suck at them. I look at the replays before he wants to challenge something, and I already could tell, nah, man, don't challenge it, dude. It's not going to go your way. I mean, what is it with you? Where do you hear this on the booth, or where do you hear it, or is it in your mind that you think, like, let's take yesterday, Evan Ingram. That was a fumble. Where do you see that it wasn't a fumble? Where do you see that he was already down? Don't get it, man. He just doesn't know how to manage the clock. Doesn't know how to manage his timeouts. I get it's his second year, but I know what's going to happen. I want David Gettleman to go. If he goes, then usually with new GMs, they want to start their own new regime. But are the Giants going to let David Gettleman go? I don't know. 0-3. The players that we have on our team, we shouldn't be 0-3. Evan Ingram, can't trust him, man. I was 50-50 for this year. Can't trust him at all. He drops too many passes. He fumbles. Key moments in the last couple of years, him dropping passes cost us games too. Cost us first downs. Cost us time to keep running the clock. Evan Ingram, man, unicorn. But, man, he has no hands, man. Sterling Shepard's the only strong suit. Daniel Jones, he's been slowly proving himself that he can play, man. I mean, it's a complete turnaround this year. First 3 games of any of his first 2 seasons, turnover machine. This year, 1, and that's off a fumble. No interceptions. Sterling Shepard's going to be out for a while. Darius Slane, don't know how long he's going to be out. I like Johnson that we picked up, got let go from the Jaguars. I like him. He's showed himself. I think he's originally from Texas. Big, tall wide receiver, man, like 6'5" or something like that. Pretty decent. We're going to need his help. CJ Board showed up. We're going to need his help too. We're thin at the wide receiver position right now. Galladay can't get open, man. He's not a big threat. I never thought he was a big-time wide receiver. I thought he was good enough, but 4 years or 70-something mil ain't worth that money, man. Nate Solder, 1 more year in his contract, 4 years, 72 mil. He ain't worth that money. He ain't worth that money either. Saquon Barkley just keeps showing me he keeps getting better and better each game. He's finding holes. His vision is getting a little better. But we'll see, man. I mean, Giants defense played good yesterday, but couldn't close it out when it was truly needed in crunch time. They couldn't close it. Giants have a lot of big issues, man. But it starts with me with the GM. It's sad that they had to boo the owner during Eli Manning's retirement ceremony at halftime. But he deserves it, man. I mean, Giants need to wake up, man. David Gettleman is not it, man. He hasn't solved any issues that I can see. We got good players. I just feel like it might not be the right system either. Maybe Jason Garrett's not the way. And the reason why they're loyal with Jason Garrett has history. He's played ball up there. What is it, Princeton, New Jersey? He's been around the Giants pretty much his whole life. Played backup for the Giants. I mean, he has history. So, David Gettleman back in the day with the Giants. I mean, if David Gettleman gets let go, we'll have to see what new GM we're going to get. Look at Louis Riddick, I believe. But with another GM, are they going to want to get a whole new regime, new head coach, new everything? Don't know. But yeah, guys. Giants play at New Orleans next week. Do analysis of that. But I don't see how the Giants can win next week. Giants are out now with Blake Martinez, another key player on defense. Even though Tate Crowder did a pretty decent job, but Tate Crowder at times needs to make better play calling on defense, because there was at times yesterday he was a little confused. He played decent. He had to be where he had to be a lot of times, but still. But time to grow. I mean, that's time to grow. Now you're in that position. You are that middle linebacker. You're taking over that position. You're calling the plays as you see what you see on offense. To call it on defense. It's your time to shine and step it up, man. I don't have any faith in Evan Ingram to catch any balls to help the team out. Unicorn of a freaking tight end, but can't hold on to the ball, man. Don't know, man. So hope Saquon just keeps getting better and better every week. But Saquon's gonna have to pick it up for the New York Giants because it is horrendous. he's gonna have to ball out even more for us because Daniel Jones can do it on his own, and he definitely can do it with the minimal weapons now that he has. Even though C.J. Board showed some promise, so did Johnson. Galladay can't get open for squat. Saquon needs to come out, man. You need to start balling harder, man. Don't be afraid, man. Go out there and do your thing. Adrian Peterson did it. You can do it. All right, guys. Until next time, stay tuned. Peace.